Okay, here we go. Suppose it's just easier to do it this way, right? Okay, sorry about that. Problem I have. I suppose I can run it in English. Not like it really matters much. I know playing it in Korean seems more logical. The vibration works in remote play. Do the haptic triggers work in remote play?
Transmitting final briefing. As of now, Airborne Squad 7 will exterminate the Alpha Nativas occupying District 3. Their objective is the capture or dispatchment of the Elder Nativa. Pods entering atmosphere.
Why does it have such arrogant human tendencies?
1 minute until threshold is reached.
AIs with a conscience.
The threshold has been surpassed. Activating shield.
There's something about an English dub.
Code red. Code red. All available drop pods will be ejected according to Protocol B32.
No!
07531. Pod landing complete. Removing physical shield. Opening hatch.
The hatch. Come on. Come on! Taki?
Eve, are you alright? These
place is dangerous. Take my hand.
Yeah, I'd rather play it with Korean dub. What does dub actually mean? Like, it's gotta be short for something, right? If subtitle is sub is short for sub, right?
This way to the rendezvous. You take the left. I'll take care of this side.
Yeah, no thank you. Can I even do that from here? No, can't do it except from the main menu. I still haven't set up a default controller style that's proper for pro controllers. That's why console will never go anywhere. Why do I slow down when I log on target?
Have your combat sensors. Great. Coordinates? The rendezvous point is at 2 o'clock. 400 meters in front of us.
Just being on me, like, why does my movement speed, my momentum slow down when I lock on a
That was
target?
close.
That doesn't make sense.
Come here. Careful with your jump.
Is there a way to turn off bore, or at least lower it a little bit?
Watch out! It's an unlisted Nativo. I'll handle this one.
Then how the dodge button? I'll hold up my... There we go. I think that's right. Oh, that's not right. There we go. That's right. Sorry, I had to switch my profiles. I don't understand why my movement speed slows down while I'm locked on target.
Watch out! There's more!
It hurts the fluidity of combat in my opinion. To have, it's kind of like ADSing when you're aiming while ADSing. It slows down
Let's go.
you looking around. I don't like that. I mean, how do you expect to get used to a sensitivity or how the fluidity of something if when you do something it automatically shuffles to a different scaling of pacing? Whether it's ADSing or locking on target, completely nullifying movement speed.
Are you alright, Eve?
It's immersive rigging.
Body frame. Take this. It's first aid. Thank you.
Because it's a jarring. That's why it's immersive rigging.
There's more of them.
I mean, I get why you put the attacks on square and triangle because you can lock on the target, thus you don't need to put it on the triggers, but can you even swap controls properly?
Watch out, Eve! Get behind me! Eve, follow me!
I held the button now. I'm gonna have to. Ugh.
Let's get out of here before more of them show up.
Because you're moving at one pace constantly while you're exploring, and as soon as you enter combat, it reduces its pacing by like 33% or some crap like that.
View secured. Rendezvous point in sight. This way! Looking good. Let's go.
Yeah, acclamation is all that's required to get used to a dub.
An Alpha Nativa. Let's join them.
My God.
No! The squad's life signs. We're the only two left.
Eve. Eve, pull yourself together.
Taki?
Listen to me. We haven't completed our mission. Now it's just up to us to see this mission through. Understand?
Also, big waste. Because if I can't re-keybind everything, then it's kind of pointless.
Eve, are you ready?
The movement is just so much horrible when you're not locked, when you're locked on versus not being locked on. Was the hell button again? I mean, the movement is so much horrible. I just got messed up. It goes down by like 50%. So are you intentionally adding a handicap when you lock on target? Fine. Can I sprint while I'm locked on target? I can. Because gap closure pretty horrible. I don't know. I'm not fond of the toggling on sprint. That's some PC key binding that needs to be removed on console because it's a waste of a key binding. It's met with pressure sensitive analog sticks.
But it was a strong one. You fought well. Even better than during training.
You were all together. But then...
The damage to your body frame is serious.
Yeah. So everyone keeps telling me.
We have to find the supply camp. Wait, Eve. I hear something. Eve! Eve, are you alright?
The emotions aren't that impactful with dubs. They're either one over embellished or not embellished enough, so they're blah. But maybe that's because I understand the language and
Alpha Natima.
just doesn't make sense, right? So if you switch languages, you have the opportunity of not being conditioned to what it sounds like, so it sounds slightly better. When realistically, if it was your native language, it would probably sound just as bad as a regular dub. Right? That's a
Yes.
hypothetical.
It's me you want.
Hypersensitive.
Eve! Get out of here.
Or something like that. I don't know. I have to hold the shift button down the sprint. Or I can just tap at the toggle it. I wonder if people would get less stick drift if you quit putting the sprint on an analog stick. Because I'm curious at how detrimental it is to the analog stick's actuators itself if you're tilting it and then press the L3 button at the same time.
It's quiet.
Still, make sure to stay cautious. It's where the Alpha Nativa is.
No, people put up with a subpar dub because I don't want to read.
Now, get ready. I'll be supporting with the drone.
Which in combat, I can understand why it's a little hard to read and focus on what you're doing at the same time, right? Then they're fighting and they're talking about something very, very important. You can't
So
see it's
this
happening.
Must be 8 or 7.
Yes. This was the final battlefield of civilization. It was also known as a truly colossal city.
I know what it is. So much time has passed.
Something is falling from the sky.
How they speak has changed
A
drastically.
strange sensation. This must be Earth's rain.
We can admire the scenery later. We have a job to do here. The terrain data's changed recently.
We want to go back in.
Falling debris. Be careful.
Something is coming.
Wow. Talking about animation look.
All right. Area is clear. This is the Legion that was killed in the final war.
Why isn't that based off of a radius? Why do I have to be like positioned so precariously? I think that's the right word.
There's an encrypted code in the memory stick.
It's a security
It's like
code, a type of entry.
I have to
permit.
be facing a very specific direction, and then I can target it instead of just being this close to him and then it auto-targeting me by me hitting a button. But that happened in Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth as well. So I mean, it's like, why do you have to be so particular in targeting something? I don't understand why.
Try entering the code.
I think that was right.
It worked.
Buildings are collapsing.
It's because of the city's unstable terrain. You'll get used to it soon.
Why is square descend and not circle? I mean, there's something about. I mean, circle should be descend, not square. Or at the very least, I should have the option to customize it to that degree. And I bet I don't. I bet it's a standard preset controls that I have no control over. Which is the worst thing about consoles there is. Why wouldn't you want automatically loot nearby items turned on? Let's see. I can't even adjust key bindings, macro palettes. So you're forced to play it one way. I don't know, there's something wrong with that in my opinion. There's too many people that believe the standard or this that'll how do you word that? There are too many people that try to justify standard preset, default preset because they're too lazy to actually adjust it to help themselves out. And they justify their laziness for some strange reason. It doesn't make sense. But I don't understand why games console games do not allow for full key binding customization. If I plugged in a mouse and a keyboard, would I be able to key bind it properly?
There's a Legion camp in a place like this.
They don't look pleasant. Camps are places where you can save your progress and get some rest. You can activate them by obtaining Bitcoins found near camps. Gotta find one legit. Sit down on the chairs at camps to recover HP and refill the rechargeable tumbler. Your store items will be retrieved if space is available. Some enemies will be revived when resting at camps. Used a vending machine at the camp to purchase items. You can learn or train skills through the kiosk. Because I had one. I don't remember picking one up. Might as well, right? Now, what's funny is my major complaints with every single game persist along every single game. The developers designed this experience, so they specifically make it where you can't change things about it.
What's wrong?
Right?
It's nothing.
I mean,
From here on, you have to stay alert, Eve.
I can understand creating key bindings and not allowing someone to come up with some really messed up key binding. But dictating where that key binding goes, that's a bit excessive. That's an abuse of power, in my opinion. I mean, because that crap right there, man. I mean, even outside of combat, right? Look how much slower I just got just from that. See, that's disgusting. That's based off of the analog tilt. It creates a depth perception and a momentum issue that can be adjusted to, but when I'm in this mode, I have to understand that it functions this way. When I'm in this mode, I have to understand that it functions this way. It's counterintuitive, in my opinion. Nothing should change from running around
Are you sure you don't want to do any upgrades?
and entering combat. There should be no difference. Because what that means is it's actually a random encounter that you're forced into, and there's nothing you can do about it except run away if you really feel like it. But the modes are two different things, so it's not really active combat because moving around in the world and sighting have two different feels and momentums. Strange is what it is. It's strange. I guess I should have read that. Hold this to perfect dodge. Dodging a perfect moment will activate perfect dodge and allow you to avoid danger. Yeah. Sure, that's almost next to impossible to do. Due to telegraphed instances and feints. And no one wants to. Before getting hit. I gotta be perfect with it. Wow. Not worth it. The fancy gameplay that they try to create.
Oh, it's one of the Legion's old supply boxes.
Do you think there's anything useful?
Press up to use the current select the potion. Hold up to select the desired potion.
Well, it's Legion, so compatibility shouldn't be an issue.
Highly concentrated potion.
Make sure to take everything. Abe, be careful. You see the rapids below. If you fall, it's over.
Oh, it's not. I'll just start from a respawn point.
There's another supply box over
Did
here.
I? It's a disgusting momentum change. It really is. And one I have to put up with because I can't use the triggers to actually swing at things while looking around. This. Something like that. I hit the wrong button. They not open. I died because of fall damage last time. Alright, let's not over jump it this time. Extreme polymer material, something or other. Yep. I'm expecting that quick of a retaliation. Can I heal while blocking? I can, but it deactivates my block. At least like an animation pad. Flawed depth perception mixed with flawed maneuverability. Enemies maintain their stance with balance. Balance is displayed below the HP and shield gauges. You can knock an enemy off balance by performing perfect parry. Enemies that are completely off balance become groggy. Use retribution to deal massive damage. Yeah, and she got to time it right? Ah. I gotta get 2 perfect parries, is that what you're saying? Damn. Mouth. There's a touchpad to scan for enemies. This This turn-based combat system, man. Active turn-based combat system. Where's my active combat at? Does it not exist? Gear's equipment that can improve Eve's combat capabilities. You can equip gear and gear sockets to boost your desired combat capabilities. You can access gear sockets in the equipment tab by pressing the options button to enter the menu. You can collect Omni bolts to unlock more slots and equip even more gear. Yeah. Something like that. Hell myself. What buttons? How do I get to my menu? Start button. Combat enhancement, combo attack enhancement gear, combo attack power level 2 or higher, 14%, increase attack power of combo attacks level 2 or higher, depending on its intended use. Body firmware came in different types. The range of normal operation for gear also varies for each firmware type. This means that you can't just pick up a module and use it. It was the painful reality faced by the citizens of Xion? Should be Xion, I think it acts as who were dumped on the ground empty-handed. I kind of lost meaning when I stumbled over words. If like I said, my biggest complaint with this game is the lack of customized key bindings. That's my biggest complaint with this game. Followed by the toggling of a sprint button on an analog stick that has pressure-sensitive dead zones. Because I can go from this to this. It's, like I said, the fact that I can do this right here, and I still have to press the button to toggle on actual sprint disgusts me. Messes up during combat. And you have what is that word? You have the great potential of an analog stick squandered with a concept of mouse and keyboard use. I need to press the sprint button in order for it to toggle it. I need to press the crouch button in order to toggle it. That's good. The parkour roll, that's good. I still would have put it on the dodge button, not the jump button. I mean, it would make more sense. I mean, does that kill momentum for fall damage? Did I take fall damage from her? Let's find out. I did. Well, I think a health bar came up. Let's try it again. Okay, yeah, I take fall damage. The block is so slow. Become active and to recover from. It just... I don't know. I mean, everything's such slow-paced. Active turn-based gameplay. Okay. That didn't work how I wanted it to. I was gonna test to see if I can kill momentum by dodging before I hit the ground, right? Oh, it wouldn't let me. Maybe I have to press it sooner than that. The mantling is a little sluggish. Okay, so yeah, you can't dodge that high up in the air, but I can dodge this high up in the air. This is my double jump. Oh yeah, this is bare bones mechanics. There's probably stuff set up to where I can do all kinds of weird stuff that I shouldn't technically be able to do, but you know, you gotta earn that stuff. Why didn't I take fall damage for that? In any case. I could try to keep going and see if there's a camp, but I'll go back. It's mechanic memorization, and I don't think that should... I don't think that the fact that the more you practice it, the better you get at it, or the farther you get in the game, the more things you can unlock to make it better, should detour the base concept from being better than what it currently is. That's on most games. I mean, it's a poor excuse to add challenge that isn't there. Faulty mechanics intentionally designed to create a challenge. I disagree. Okay? That perception mixed with the core momentum. It's what it is. It's, I mean, the fact that I don't move nearly as much as... I'm running around like this over 50% of the time. Right? So my move, while I'm moving over 50% of the time, changes drastically, which throws off my muscle memory to where I think I'm gonna move at a specific speed while I'm in combat. Which does what? Makes me miscalculate, misjudge. Depth perception. All kinds of things. It's a counterintuitive game design. Because it toggles off my sprint. I switched targets about 3 times and nothing happened. I have nothing wrong with the core design of the system. I have something wrong with the intentional nerfing of the core design to create a fake sense of advanced mechanic. See, I couldn't even block the second hit. So I got hit the first time and there's nothing, I couldn't get out of it enough to block the second hit. I mean, come on now. This guy can power through all of my attacks at some point, but I can't just block something. I bet there's a skill. See, I should have been able to block right there. I can't, you should be able to guard cancel animation. Everything. You should be able to animation cancel with a guard. Everything. Anything. And everything. The fact I have to wait for at any moment to block makes no sense. You have those people that's gonna hit and then block and exploit it, right? Y'all are allowing people that exploit frame data to distort the game. Y'all always will. It's disgusting. And turns into this active turn-based system that you play second because it's more advantageous to do so. Doesn't matter what game we're talking about. This passive observation of it's never my turn because it's safer that way. It's I don't know. There's something fundamentally flawed with it, and when I state that, the people that like it insult me, so I don't know. The sheer perfection being demanded of. You should not toggle off my sprint. Right? So why does it change my momentum when I lock on target? Now, this puts me in X recovery frame, so they're guaranteed to follow up. Wait, what? When you let me block? I healed how long ago? And he was like, no, you were still in animation recovery from healing. Neither my block nor my parry worked. Or my dodge worked. Like, y'all want sheer perfection, and it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Question. It's disgusting. It is an unfortunate fact that all games have become this distorted with perfection. Perfection that is waited for, not attempted. Some telegraphed, pre-designed motions that are scripted and easily memorized. The AI needs some drastic work. Did that kill it? Now this movement is bogus. That's bogus. That movement is bogus. No. The sprint, well, I'm locked on target and sprinting and works fine. But I should not slow down that much while I'm in battle. No, I'm sorry. Oh, you allowed me that one, did you? You shouldn't give me that one. Press touchpad to have the drone scan the surrounding area, scanning locations, places you can hang. Locate? Did it say locate? Not locations.
Are other cities in a similar state?
By comparison, this city is looking pretty good. After the colony extinction, most places were nothing but dust.
Like I said, acclimation. That's all it requires. technically. I should just have to hold the button to roll at whatever distance I need to. I mean, if there was 0 input delay on everything you did, I wonder how much of leeway you would actually have in pressing that button. I bet it would be quite a bit, because I'm sure they took into consideration the amount of input delay there was and gave you more than enough time to time it perfectly. Whereas, if you didn't have any input delay, you wouldn't have to be perfect at all to time it.
Huh? Wait, there's a fusion cell. Let's open the car's hood. Oh, nice. At least the fusion cell's intact.
Fusion cell?
It's a high-energy compression battery. Thanks to that, Earth's night isn't dark yet.
Oh, it's the previous generation of the Infinity Cell.
Be sure to keep that. It's very valuable.
Is it? Hello. Nice to meet you. Why are you so mean about it? Oh, I didn't think it was gonna swing at me immediately, but hey. Can't swing 4 times or it's gonna hit me. Okay.
Memory stick's fried.
What does that mean? I mean, I can't get into this box.
Damn. It's a trap.
I don't know if it was a trap. Let's say that the falling debris caused them to wake up. Let's run away. Tactical retreat. Oh, I tried to back up. Apparently, I couldn't. Invisible walls. Like I said, man. Random encounters that you can't get away from. This active turn-based system passed off as active combat. No. Yeah, you gotta make a choice. That was a poor choice. Oh. Like this. I wonder if I could have destroyed that before he jumped out. Damn, I blew myself up. Yeah, you still allowed me to waste it. It's not a checkpoint respawn. Which means there's a high chance of accidentally soft-locking yourself. Unless you're perfect. That's why I said soft lock, not hard lock. I'm surprised he's letting me have that. Let's not blow myself up this time. Can I block the explosion? Cannot. Oh, it's just no. The movement speed is too slow while locked on target and not sprinting. It's too slow. This is a snail-paced crap bringer. Scrap, scrap.
We're in the clear. Where do we go now?
This way. There are traces of markers left behind by the Legion.
Maybe I want to go this way instead. Hey. I want to toggle sprint on and never turn it off. Just for when I enter combat. I like how it gives you a visual cue that you can use a skill. Right next to my character so I can see it. Very good. So your regeneration energy.
May your memories live on.
A
Forever.
beta core is required for maximum beta energy increase 2. Whatever that is. Guess that's my super meter. My skill meter, whatever you want to call it. That was a nice mantle. It's Genie. Date. A second. And this is just dodge and break them. Oops. Well, goodbye. Game over. Why am I not able to make that jump? Those climb indicators probably need to be on the bottom, not the top. Hard to see. Make them more predominant, but then again, there should be an options in there to turn it off. That way, you know, if you're doing a cinematic playthrough, it doesn't kill the immersion too awfully hard. Was, I guess, getting the treasure chest, that's why I went up there. I've got an arrow telling me to go that way. Circle. Oh shit. Game over. Is there anything down him? Doesn't look like. Ah, there is. There's something over here. I guess you could just go this direction instead. 3 even paths you can take.
You have to cross here. You see the ladder behind me?
Are you the robot?
I can't reach the ladder. The water level is too low.
Try using the plank.
Okay. That didn't work. Anything you mean under the line? There's churches right there. Wait, can I jump over this? Oh, good guy, get out of the water. Okay, I don't know what's happening here, but it's being sickle. Okay, I can't jump over that. Okay, they're holding that thing. it's right there. Extreme nano element. Whatever that subtext was, I didn't read it. Not bad. I was very. Is the coin just lay on the ground right there? Or whatever. Why didn't it automatically stand me back up? I guess I want to take a screenshot, right? It's the wrong button. Oh, execute the enemy from behind can only be used on enemies that aren't in combat. These other fun. Very good. Charges at an enemy and deals additional combo attack. That might be what I need because of the flawed momentum in combat. It looks like it covers enough ground to sprint forward, so yeah, that's probably what I need. I need that. Or am I just not using it? Because I need a hold button now. Area blow hits an enemy in the air and then lands, ignoring the enemy's guard. Combo attack skill. This is the charge, distance, and attack. Power of rush. That one might be fun. Now what else we got? Makes it easy to perfect parry. Beta energy recharge. Increases the amount of beta energy recharge with a successful perfect parry. Can only be used upon successful perfect parry of an enemy's attack. Moves quickly behind the enemy and counter. Stuns the enemy. This is a combo skill attack. Reminds me of Wind Waker. Let's see. Roll behind him and hit him in the back. Makes it easier to perfect dodge. Can only be used upon successful perfect dodge. So their attacks. Right. Locked. Oh, what do we got over here? Damage boosted. Power of triplet. Cover some beta energy when an enemy is hit with triplet. That sounds good. Your slash deals additional damage to enemy shields. Ha. Increase the attack power of slash. Is that my regular attack? No, these are beta attacks. Okay. Covers some beta energy when using slash. Shockwave unleashes 2 waves of fatal energy. That might be fun. Shield breaker. Delivers a sudden strike, stunning enemies and dealing high damage to their shields. Attack power increases when used after charging. Hold the button to charge it. Okay, so I think this might be warranted. What is this one? I say this one. That one might be better though. Let's go with Dampish. I'll learn that one next.
We have to go through this building. Try putting the fusion cell you have here.
Uh-huh. Shortcut unlocked. What was that nasty thing? Oh, shit. Hello. I thought that was part of your body. Not your arm. Nah. Instead of moving forward and pressing square, I just hold triangle. Yeah, that's what it is. Because that's just... I don't know. I don't like that. I don't think I should move this flawed while in combat. This, especially when I sprint, I move normal. That doesn't make sense. The heck was that? Huh. Did they let me dodge that? Whatever. No. It's pretty intense. Ah. Hard. Man. Maybe I'm just not cut out for it anymore. Playstyle has changed too drastically, and I don't like it. Damn it, why did they hit a bucket? Narrow. Damn. Ow. Do I have no stamina bar? I'm a little confused. Can I dodge all day long? Well, at least he missed. Network's been destroyed. I'm completely disconnected from the colony data link. We have nowhere to fall back to. Is this the Night Abyss? Not Night Abyss? No. Doing is the colony safe? What happened to Mother Sphere? I lost track of time since even that won't automatically correct itself. For the sake of my own sanity, I must keep track of the calendar by force editing my memory stick. That was intense. Doing it. Another broken terminal. Oh what? I feel like I missed something. Oh, Mrs. The last words, the public decades passed since the parents of, Nativus. And the evacuation of humankind to the colony. They say the airborne squad is descending to rescue the remaining humankind, but there's no sign. We can't do this anymore. I can't do this anymore. Land. Passcode. BOAKOR. Well, actually, it's like Beta, Omega, Alpha, whatever that is, and I'm sure that's what those are. 7th Street Pharmacy. Was that the pharmacy?
The memory stick still has the security code registered. It also has record of a message log.
Scan complete.
Hey, why am I going back this way? Well, luckily I pushed this on over here already. That needs a lower. Just being honest. Might as well just stop here and grab something. Wait, hold up. This is I can buy stuff from here, right? Cool shot grenade. Close grenade. You throw grenades at people? What? I need to check how much that costs. Sure, it's pretty expensive. Oh damn, you respawned. Now. The 2-hit. I'm gonna. Damn it. I'm like that. Bring a little louder. I don't think they heard you. This time we're gonna run this barrel. Wow, I even tried to block it. Just a pharmacy? I forgot what it was. A pretty long demo. Well, granted, I've been.
Oh, looks like this used to be a library.
Are these boxes displayed on the wall storage devices?
Sort of. They can only store up to 1 megabyte of data.
What a waste of resources.
Huh. Damn. Alright, so parrying does not mess with the balance, I guess. Leaf protected by a shield. Leaf has damage reduction while the shield is active, and the damage reduction effect increases as the shield protection increases. The protection level decreases after each time the shield takes a certain amount of damage. Some enemies are also protected by a shield. Enemies have damage reduction while their shield is activating, destroying the shield to stun it. Destroy the shield to stun the enemy and disrupt use of it. Gotta dodge it. No. It's now that tutorial made me miss my damage. Makes me sad. What's happening? We got a 3-hit combo. What is it?
Adam, what is this?
Don't you know this already? It's a map.
A map? How do you synchronize the location on the map?
You know where you are? Alright, I could go back and heal. Go back my items. Probably what I need to do. Or can I just touch it? Why do I have to go through this waste of animation? Alright, whatever. That guy was a scripted cinematic event, apparently.
The crack is quite deep. It's going to be difficult to pass. We'll have to go across, past the parking tower.
I know it's locked, but I'm still gonna try. Good luck. Stop bugging into it. Maybe it'll let me in. Okay. What are you supposed to got this? It's fine.
May your memories live on.
Robotic cores require for maximum HP increase. 2! Wow. No one had to check the right side out. I can auto-delete that item is over
A
with.
supply camp.
Ah.
In a place like this.
Supply camp? What's that?
It's a depot. Set up by the airborne squad who came here before.
Looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. How come they set up a camp in a corner like this?
Well, the supply camp also serves as an important base.
Is this parking lot important?
It could also mean that this place is very dangerous.
Anything like that.
Then I guess this place could be useful for us.
Supply camps feature more devices than regular camps. You can use the repair console here to enhance weapons, increase the recharge ability, your rechargeable tumbler count, and upgrade your exo spines, and upgrade Eve's combat capability. Also, you can upgrade your drone, craft nano suits, and fast travel to other camps. And the pit. Yeah, sleeping bag.
Adam,
Yeah?
about yesterday. Thank you for saving me.
It's nothing, really. Though I have used up almost all of the exospine materials that I collected over the years.
Oh,
It's alright. It now means we can help each other. We can track down the Alpha Nativa together. And, well, I'd have trouble making it out here by myself anyway. If you can locate the Hall of Records, you'll have done more than enough.
listen, don't worry. I promise. I'll make sure to repay you.
Okay, let's head up. Go take a nap. Talk power enhancement, tumbler enhancement, expansion modules 3, omnibolts 3. Does that mean I get more than one character? I hope that's what I was supposed to do. Y'all made it sound like there was a bunch of things I can do in here. Right, I was gonna learn Blank can only be used when an enemy is attempting a fatal attack, dodges, and teleports behind them. You're gonna force me to learn it? skill training per square to train your skills. What does that mean? Practice? Select a skill at the kiosk to train it. You can also try out skills you haven't learned yet. You are not used to combat, try increasing your proficiency with various skills through training, which is not going to matter depending because the characters you fight differ. When an enemy glows blue and attempts a fatal attack, use blink to counter it. If the enemy is within the skill range, Eve's sword will glow the same color. Press left analog stick direction plus circle when Eve's sword glows to move to the target mirror. That sounds excessively complicated. That didn't matter. Wait, hold up. I have to dodge and then dodge again? Double dodge. I'm confused. Am I doing it too soon? I don't get it. I don't understand this. Where's that descriptive thing it was telling me before? Because I must have misread that because I don't understand what it's telling me to do. When my weapon glows, I'm supposed to do something specific that I don't have a hint for anymore because it doesn't exist. Am I supposed to press an attack button? Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. No, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Maybe I'm supposed to dodge again. I have no idea. Or am I dodging at the wrong moment? Is that what's happening? Dodges and teleports. Am I supposed to press forward? Am I pressing the wrong direction? I don't know if I want. Why do I have to press forward to do it? Awfully specific. Yeah, well, something just to get used to, I suppose. I'm not dodging when E glows, I'm dodging when my sword glows. Okay, whatever. I understand that. any case, then you go back and learn this. I don't know why it has that yellow line right there. Dorm Specica. Oh well, I should have tried to go through that door apparently.
Look!
Tactical retreat. Oh boy.
That's not an ordinary enemy!
Adam, get back!
I want to go back. Well. Can't blow that. God, lady. Damn it. I'm gonna fight what I thought it was. Right, so you can't block that, you have to dodge it. Jack, wrong button. Where'd all these guys come from? Oh.
I can see the space center over there. This is the turret's motion sensor. What do we do now?
The drone is different.
Yes, this is no longer the drone you knew.
Are you listening to me?
Something serious seems to have happened. I have to return to Zion.
Oh my goodness. It's full of plants and little birds.
Sometimes you have to practice to actually get that shot right. Fundamentally, there's only 3 things wrong with this game: the inability to keybind things, to customize key bindings, sprint being on a toggle on a button instead of utilizing the analog stick, and when you go into combat and log on to targets, your movement speed drops drastically. Now you can use the triangle button to close the gap, but still that means that realistically the only starter you have in that instance is the triangle button. But at the beginning, of course, I'm sure there's something you can unlock it with. But yeah, the movement speed while locked on the target without sprinting is too slow. The inability to keybind buttons to what you want, and I don't know, the sprint not being on a dead zone on the analog stick, and you having to actually toggle it on with a button. It's a waste of a button, in my opinion. But that's really the only thing wrong with this game. Other than that, it's a good game. I'll probably buy the deluxe edition. Spend $10 and get the aesthetics. But realistically, you should just buy the physical copy. If it's a single player game, you should get a physical copy. If it's a live service game, you should buy a digital copy. But if it's an offline single player game, you're better off getting a physical copy so you can play it later without having to worry about servers or anything like that. I suppose you'd want to wait for like the Game of the Year edition, the Gold edition, or whatever. That way all the updates are in it before you buy it, though. So buying it digitally and then buying it on sale later physically would probably be ideal. I don't know. It's not a bad game. It's copy and paste meta of what people want in the game, which is a active turn-based game. So I don't know. I don't like the stale gameplay it creates, because now I'm just waiting for a move set to happen and then I'll do something. So I mean, it's every single Soulsborne, Neo, it doesn't matter what game it is. You memorize it and then it becomes stale gameplay. It's super hard to begin with because it's super unforgiving, but it's realistically, if you play in a passive observational manner and just wait for your opportunity to do something, you'll eventually destroy it because it's easily taken advantage of going second in a turn-based game. And it's fake combat. It's fake active combat in my opinion. But that's what people seem to like, so that's what most of the games are designed around nowadays. That's why, in my opinion, PvP and stuff in that instance is horrible. Like boss challenge in the main menu in order to experience a boss fight with a wider variety of skills. Do I get a wider variety of skills? So, I don't know. I'm having a problem coping with that's how it is and dealing with it, I guess. It's hard to say. Truly, it's hard to say. I guess I'm just too ADD to play these games now. I want to get in it and do something, and if you approach any game in that manner, you're probably going to lose because it's not scaled to properly to do it that way. It's actually scaled in a negative manner if you play it that way. I mean, it's like they're intentionally telling you to practice defense first and then work on your offense. What happens to the people that want to practice their offense first and then work on their defense? The evasive players are getting overlooked by the fact that it's perceived as offense to not play defensively. Yeah, but it's fine, I guess. That's my ideas on this game. It's not bad. I'll probably buy it. Though will I ever get around to playing it like all the other games I have? I don't know. I'll just leave it at that, I suppose. Pick it up in the next one. So until next time.